If I didn't care.
The seed of the prophet. Excuse me, where am I?
Heaven, friend. Or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
Best keep such questions to myself, unless I want to be made. Find the exit out of this place.
Love the prophet because he loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer? Without sin, what grace has forgiveness?
And every year, on this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit through sacrifice and the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves in the sweet waters of baptism. And lo, if the prophet has struck down our enemies at wounded knee, and not railed against the sodom beneath us, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us, but not accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders and not prayed for our deliverance, it would have been enough. If the prophet had only prayed for our deliverance and not led us to this new Eden, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just led us to the new Eden and not purged the vipers of the Orient, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just purged the vipers of the Orient, but not suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, but not expelled the vox populi, it would have been enough. Is it someone new? Someone from the Sodom below, newly come to Columbia to be washed clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord?
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
It's either this or turn around and get back on that rocket. Hey.
I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord. I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
Who's there? Who's there?
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt!
What do you want?
We had a deal, DeWitt! Open this door right now!
I told you! I'm not gonna do it! Go away!
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt!
That idiot priest needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and drowning one. I need to find a landmark and figure out where the hell I am.
Above all other nations.
Our prophet fills our lungs with water, so they may better love the air.
He who crossed the Delaware with flaming sword, a rebel against
By the sword, and the
there's
scroll,
no chance, no luck.
and the key.
Just because the city flies don't mean it ain't got its fair share of fools. All right. Still got a girl to find.
Waterfall and everything.
No, Mr. Washington.
Just missed the
Morning.
I bet
Good
we
to
could
see
have
you.
something arranged. Perfect day for the celebration.
A full transcript of the prophet's recent address to you, the Colombian people, on the holy forgiveness of our dear Lady Comstock, our beloved mother of forgiveness.
Life does not matter to a Liberty Scout. There's no room for
Saltonstall's all right, I tell you. Says he's for faith,
family and fatherland. Who can be against all that? Never hire an artist, my dear fellow. They are a temperamental and unreliable lot to a man. I told him that the park is exceedingly far behind. The statuary hasn't arrived. The fountain is full of rainwater, for God's sake. Even the marigolds are still unplanted. All work which should have been done.
Vox Populi this, Vox Populi that. Or what does Vox Populi even mean, guys?
It's Latin. It means... luck at the raffle, folks.
Columbia Raffle and Fair. Huh.
He's strong in the sword, but a bit weak in the key and the scroll, if you get my meaning.
Cloudless skies, warm temperatures,
system, eh?
and light variable winds throughout the afternoon. In short, a beautiful day for the festivities, Columbia. And now, back to the music.
For one more final, I'll ask you very confidently, 18, I just have to lie.
Would you care for a boutonniere? We're raising money for the Girls' Patriotic League.
Maybe next time.
You'd look dashing with one in your lapel. Come back if you change your mind.
That kind of talk draws attention.
Oh, don't turn into some Finkton radical on me, John.
Yeah, that's where they said I'd find her.
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt.
Huh.
Telegram for you, sir.
DeWitt, stop. Do not alert Comstock to your presence. Stop. Whatever you do, do not pick number 77. Stop. Lutess. What the?